Backing up JobPro is obviously very important, and there's a number of ways that you can back up a FileMaker based system like JobPro. The first is that if you're a single user and the only user that uses the system, well then most likely you will have the databases reside on your own computer. Now if you need to back up the JobPro system, you should close it first so that you're not backing up open files. Now, one way of doing that, well, you just simply close obviously JobPro and then use your own method for backing up the system, whether it's a manual method or a scheduled method overnight that backs up your hard drive. Now, another option that you have as a single user is if we go into Setup, and on the Options or the General tab in Setup, we have the ability to create a copy of the database. So this will create a copy of the current database without needing to close the current database, and that can be handy as well. So the other option for backing up really is if you're using JobPro in a multi-user environment where most likely the files are being hosted on a server using FileMaker Server. So in this case you wouldn't use these options in Setup, but you'd set up FileMaker Server to do scheduled backups like daily or hourly backups. We'd recommend at least a few backups every day for each day of the week. So if something happens, for example, on a Friday, like maybe records were deleted or there was a power cut and there was a problem with the hard drive, well then at least you've got backups going back a number of days before those backups are actually overridden by the following week's backups. So if we take a really quick look at FileMaker Server, where we log into the FileMaker Server admin section, and when you've logged in here, there's options where you can see the clients that are logged in, as in the users, what databases are open, but here we're looking at what schedules are set up. So we can see that there's a number of backups set up in this particular copy of FileMaker Server. You can turn on hourly backups, weekly backups, and you can create your own backups with what days and times they actually will run on. Now usually what you do is set these backups to back up the live system or live set of databases. If you're using other FileMaker files in addition to JobPro, you still can back them up onto the same hard drive as the server, but you want to make sure that you have your own method for backing up those files, the backup files, onto other external devices, or even backing up onto the cloud, or any other option that you'd like to do. But for more information on FileMaker Server and setting up backups, you can read the FileMaker Server documentation PDF that comes in the FileMaker Server folder, or you'll get more support on FileMaker.com.